We're heading back to Asda for another one of their new releases. This is Squiggle. This is by Siren. It's a hazy pale ale, coming in at 4.7% with Idaho 7, Citra and Mosaic. But what's it going to be like? Keep on watching to find out. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. As I said in the intro, we're going to be reviewing this beer. This is from Siren. This is from a new one in Asda. And like all the new ones, it's £3 for a can. Obviously, if you buy 4 of them or you mix and match with these, then you get 4 for the price of 3. So Squiggle, interesting name. Obviously Squiggle by name and also by the can art. And this is I'll read what it says. It says it's a soft, juicy, hazy pale ale. Puts a smile on your face. A good helping of oats contribute to a smooth body while Idaho 7, Citra, Mosaic hops combine for a beautiful mango, grapefruit and stone fruit flavours. 4.7%. So it says what it's got. It says what it's got in it. Idaho 7, Citra, Mosaic. Nice combination. 4.7. Sort of good. Maybe a little bit on the lower side, even for a pale ale. But contribution of oats making it a little bit more thicker. So hopefully this will be a good one. I find that Siren are consistently okay. I don't think I've ever had a great Siren beer, but at the same time, I've never had a terrible one either. But to me, they just don't quite reach the heights that other breweries have. And certainly the supermarket ones, you know, they're all very sort of okay. But I'm looking forward to this one. I've got a feeling about this one. So anyway, beer in a glass, quite a lot of carbonation. You can see sticking to the glass there. Looks very sort of fizzy. You can see it moving up there. We've got basically a 1.5 pretty much finger of head, and it's quite sort of soapy. It's not really compacted, and it's got a nice haze, but it's, you know, it's not as thick and as gloopy as you would expect, you know, as you get with an IPA. But it's very consistent in terms of pale ales. I think that looks pretty good, really. I mean, I expect it to be light and refreshing. Whether it's too carbonated or not, we'll find out in a little while. So let's see what the aroma's like. Well, straight away when I smell it, I thought, I smelled something like this before. And it does remind me of things like Vocations, Hop, Skip and Juice, that sort of aroma. So you've got mango, pineapple, then you've got citrus, oranges, tangerines, lemons. Yeah, there's definitely a fair bit of pineapple coming through from obviously the Idaho 7. So let's see what this tastes like. Cheers, everyone. That is pretty good. Flavour-wise, really juicy, fruity. You're getting a whole wash of different flavours. Pineapple, mango, peach. Then you're getting a nice lightness of citrus and a subtleness of grapefruit. It's very sort of thin. It is a little bit over-carbonated. But you know, sometimes I think to get a really good pale ale, the carbonation is a little bit softer, but most pale ales are a little bit more fizzy than you would expect from an IPA, and this is no exception. Yeah, it's a good beer, actually. It's juicy, it's fruity. It's exactly what I want from a pale ale in terms of it's easy to drink. I can't stop thinking about that. It tastes very much like Hop, Skip and Juice. There's something about it. It's got, I'm not even sure what Hop, Skip and Juice has got in terms of its hops, but it's very, very similar. It's probably a little bit more carbonated than that, but it's got, as I said, pineapple, mango, all the sort of tropical sort of flavours and citrusy flavours. And the grapefruit on the back end is a little bit subtle, but really the bitterness is pretty much low to non-existent. What would make this a much better beer, I think, if it's just slightly less fizzy. It is a little bit too fizzy. But even then, it's certainly got lots of fruity flavours to it. Bit thin, bit too fizzy, but apart from that, it's a good, I can't say it's a cracking pale ale, but it's a very good pale ale. Supermarket beer, you know, if you like your hop, skip and juice, if you like, oh God, what other pale ales have we been having recently at supermarkets? Some of the other pale ales, you know, that you can get from the likes of, I mean, Vocation, obviously, the hop, skip and juice. The London Beer Factory, that one was a little bit better, I think. That was in Tesco's, because that was a New England pale. But certainly those sort of, you taste this and you think, yeah, I've tasted this sort of beer before. It's a very good beer, but it's not a great beer. But, you know, for a supermarket, you know, you can have some really poor beers, but this isn't a poor beer. This is a, you know, not bad at all. It's fruity, it's light, lots and lots of flavour. It's pretty good, but let's get some scores. Okay, the scores are in for Siren Brew's Squiggle. It's a hazy pale ale coming in at 4.7%. £3 from your local Asda shop. If you buy 4 of these beers, it's only £9. So that works out. I should have worked this out. £9. 9 divided by 4 is what? £2, £2.25, something like that. £2.25 a can. It's pretty good value at £2.25. But let's go through those scores. So first things first, aroma. Well, actually, it's got a really sort of quite a very juicy sort of aroma. There's lots of mango, there's lots of pineapple. They're the sort of tropical. Then you get lots of citruses, lemons and oranges, you know, sweet tangerines. Not really so much lime, and then a little bit of subtle grapefruit in there as well. Smells pretty good. Also, you've got a little bit of peach as well going in there, but that comes in more, I think, in the flavour. It smells pretty good though, quite inviting. I'm giving it 13 for aroma. Appearance. Well, it's a nice hazy sort of colour, but you know, with a lot of pale ales, I always get disappointed when it's sort of, because it's a little bit carbonated, so you sort of lose a lot of the head there. It's not really sort of, as you say, it's quite clean on the glass, doesn't lace the glass. It's quite thin, even though it's got oats in it, it's quite thin, and you can tell that by the looks of it. But it's a nice colour, so I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Flavour-wise, like the aroma, you get all those big juicy flavours, mangoes and pineapples, sweet sort of tangerine, clementine, those sort of sweet small oranges, lemons. Then you get a little bit of grapefruit on the back end, but it sort of comes and very sort of in little pockets really. It's not really heavy and biting really on the back end. But you don't necessarily want that from a pale ale. It's a very easy to drink. Let down a little bit, it's quite thin and it is a little bit overly carbonated. For my personal opinion, I mean, if you like your beers fizzier, certainly if you're a big lager drinker but you want something a little bit more fruitier, then this would be a great alternative for you. But flavour wise, I'm giving it 31. Value for money. Well, as I said, you know, at the beginning of the scoring system, it's really good value when you think you can buy 4 of them, and it works out about £2.25 a can. If you buy a can on its own, it's £3, and even that is not bad for a pale ale. But for a supermarket pale ale, I think it's a pretty, you know, it's definitely above average. So I'm giving it 8 out of 10 for value. And in my overall experience, well, I always think pale ales like this. Fruity, fizzy, summery, light, refreshing. Not really the sort of beer you necessarily want to drink in October. In the summer, though, I think it's a real good one to look out for. So if you have got a little bit of late sort of summer sun, in an Indian summer maybe, you know, a bit of autumn sun, then this go down a treat. Maybe if you're, I don't know, you're going on holiday and you take some beer with you. But again, this would be pretty good. It's more of a drink for the summer because it's light, it's refreshing. But if you like that sort of thing all year round, then I think you'll like it. I'm giving it 13 for my overall experience. So we top those scores up. We still get a recommended. It's a lower level of the recommended, 72 out of 100. Still a White Snake beer. One you slide in slow and easy. Not bad. I mean, it's not as good as the Buxton Mantle, which was, in my opinion, was a better beer. But it's still pretty good. And again, I think Asda have slightly upped their game. This is definitely a better beer than I've had before in Asda. So I've got more to come from the new Asda release, and I've actually just gone out today and bought a few of the new ones from Sainsbury's. One of those new ones is also a Siren, so I'll be interested to see how how that works with this one, how, you know, what it's like in comparison with this one. So I hope you enjoyed that video. You know, please give it a like, thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. If you're not a subscriber, then please subscribe. It really helps the channel. And obviously you'll never miss all the videos that we release. As I say, we're going through quite a lot of this new Asda and Sainsbury's beers over the next sort of few weeks. So keep a watch out for them. And until the next one, keep on rocking.